Go stay up, stay up.
Coming to you from just getting back from the
Car wash!
car wash.
How you doing, D-Huff?
Doing well. It's a great day.
Great day it is
How about-
indeed. Great day. Is it beautiful outside yet?
It's beautifully cold. It's a little chilly when you wash your car.
We were going to hit the sticks out earlier today, but
Yeah.
just whenever it's out, wash up the rides, wash the whips up.
Wash them up. Wash yours up so you can leave town.
Put it in the garage. Take care of it, buddy. That's how you
That's
take
right.
care.
Hey, your friends will have a place to go hang out.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about today? Let's get into the show now.
Okay.
It's the Nasty
Well,
Show.
there was DhuffandNastyShow.
Just let you know, this is
BTW. BTW. We actually, what a golf tournament we had the other day. We're going to talk about golf. That tournament. Major League Baseball's got some stuff going on. They're all pretty much back in camp.
They're all back in camp.
Almost, pitchers and catchers at least.
Yeah.
Some of the players
will be this week.
NCAA's got some couple things to talk about. Starting to get closer to March Madness.
DHuff Sports Lounge.
It's DHuff Sports Lounge. And then we're going to talk about the NFL. There's a couple things going on there, but not a whole lot right now. And some horse racing news. So, anyway, did you watch that golf tournament yesterday?
I watched the end of it.
Wow. That's all you had to watch.
I know.
It was kind of boring leading up to that, but man, what a turnaround in that tournament, man. It went from
the 18th hole?
It went from a boring... It went from a boring-ass tournament to really good...
Boring tournament.
Boring.
I mean...
I thought everybody's wheels were falling off. It was kind of like watching a $5,000 claiming rest and the horses are falling over on the way to the finish line.
Exactly. I'm just going to ask you a question. Is anybody going to take the lead after the third round and win?
That's the story this year so far, isn't it?
6, 7, 8 back. 6, 7, 8 back. Yesterday was 2 back.
Exactly. So,
I mean...
But Bill Hawes, I believe I sent a text to you yesterday, didn't I? Something along those lines.
That was the luckiest putt. Give him 100 more of those, he'll make 3.
That was a miracle putt for sure.
Yeah.
If that was a tournament winner. Neither one of the other two could.
I can't believe that Phil...
That Bradley kid? Bradley? What's that dude's name?
Keegan Bradley?
How much does a man screw around before he addresses the golf ball? You watch that shit? He's like... He spit like 4 times.
Oh my gosh, he spits everywhere.
Yeah, man, it's...
There's like a camel out there.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, whoa. Yeah, he walks up to the ball, taps it on the side, puts his cart back on the side, looks around. He looks like he's scared. It looks like he saw a monster or something.
I know, but then he hits good golf shots.
He wasn't able to get the job done when it was important.
Well, he did get into the playoff with Phil.
He did get into the playoff with Phil.
He
sank a big putt.
He got to split the money up a little bit.
Phil's putt on the 18th to go to the playoff was huge. Did you see that guy rolling around the front there?
He
hitting the ground. He's like rolling out of his seat. He's hitting the ground. It's like, wow, that guy's into it. He must be a Phil fan.
Yeah, he had a 9% chance of making that putt.
Yeah.
And he bottomed that thing, and he knew it was there in the hole, halfway there.
So congratulations to Bill Haas for winning. He's like the top 5 now in the money.
He isn't the happiest person at that golf tournament.
He's the happiest person at the golf.
His wife was the happiest person at that.
Cha-ching! Can I have that plastic tonight, honey?
Where's the black card at? Where does she shop at today?
She loves it.
New furniture or new clothes or shoes?
Did you see her on the driving range over there? She's like, just relax, honey.
Yeah.
Just relax.
Don't worry.
Because she already knows she's good for 200, 300 grand.
Yeah.
But if he wins, he gets like 800,000 or whatever.
She gets an extra 40 to go spend on a new car.
Ooh,
who knows?
Yeah. So, speaking of car washes.
Yeah.
So,
lots of them.
We're going to start, we could talk about Major League Baseball, but we're going to start it on a somber note a bit. I was a catcher for all of my illustrious baseball career.
You were a backstop.
I was a backstop. No pun intended. But so arguably the best that there ever was I feel like he was a friend of mine, Gary Carter. Seems like every show.
How about you know him?
I didn't know him real well. We did take infield at a stadium once, and I did meet Gary Carter back in the day, as well as Tony Gwynn and a couple of others.
You knew him well.
Well, that's what happens when your team wins state championships after consecutive. I'm not trying to drop anything on you, D-Huff.
Oh no, never.
But don't sleep on me.
Never.
But anyway, and speaking of farewells, Tim Wakefield.
Best knuckleballer ever?
Can you throw a knuckleball, D-Huff?
I used to, but not very well.
I saw a little attempt at a curve outside.
He curved. It's not much.
Yeah, down the end of the street.
I almost got a couple kids, but that's what happens when you get off the school bus.
Do you know who is whose genius is the front office of the Yankees? Front office of the Yankees.
There's a reason why. That's the reason why Papa never got rid of the guy.
That's what,
Cashman. What a name. Because that's what he is. He's money.
He's a cat.
He unloads Burnett. They pay $8 million of his salary.
How does Burnett fit into the Pittsburgh Pirates equation? You've got Burnett. You've got Kirsten.
I think
you've got that young kid McDonald.
I think he throws way better because he's in the National League. You don't have the big power lineups with the DH.
And you get a pitcher.
You get
3 times.
You get 2 or 3 outs guaranteed
from a pitcher. Well, not guaranteed, but I mean,
pretty much.
Tell that to Carlos Zambrano. Well, you tell that to Carlos Big Z and see what he thinks about that.
Well, he has to pitch innings in order to.
You're right. He has to
actually be on the field to take a bat to get to that bat.
But let me ask you a question, D-Huff.
Sure.
Do you know how many stitches there are in Big League Baseball?
I'm gonna guess 100.
Almost. I'm impressed. 108 stitches in the Major League Baseball. I don't know. It's just a mindless fact I read across the other day.
Is that how many stitches are given out per week? And
I bet you can get this one even closer. How many people do you think watch baseball games every year?
56 million.
Whoa! Exactly, D-Huff. It's crazy.
It's an odd number.
It's almost if you looked at it on your notes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Speaking of not having
56 million people.
Speaking of not having that good of an idea of things, what's going on in the NCAA? Talk to me a little bit about the NCAA.
We're starting to shape into the madness. It's almost here.
It is the end of February, and you know what? This happens in March.
We've got
possibly the best of all sports. The 2 weeks that are involved with the
the first 4 days of the NCAA tournament, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Tell the kids how it is.
Is the best 4 days of sports
watching day there is
in the world. Sorry,
I'm going to probably be at the DF Sports Lounge. I don't think there's any other place to be.
If you're invited to the sports lounge for the tournament,
right? So what else is?
It's a bar and a living room.
What's going on in the NCAA?
Well, Kentucky's
rolling, taking names.
They
they'll give our.
They got a couple easy games this week. I would imagine easier games.
Do you realize there's no more undefeated teams in the college basketball?
But did you see what Murray State did coming back off that?
I saw that.
They pounded St. Mary's.
Let me ask you another question. Do you think that'll ever happen again? A team Division I in one of the major conferences will go undefeated?
I say no, but Memphis was a 3-pointer away with Calipari a couple years ago in Rose.
They were a 3-pointer away with Rose.
But I don't think you have the caliber of a team in a mid-major like Memphis that can go undefeated through their conference. Kentucky could be the closest ever if they went out this year.
Sure.
They lost on a 3-pointer at the buzzer.
Yeah, Calipari's playing it, yeah. Well, you know...
But does it happen? It's going to be very difficult.
Kentucky's going to be tough in the tournament, but we talked about it earlier today. If you can beat Kentucky, if you get
if Anthony Davis gets in foul trouble,
if you get him in foul trouble, you can beat Kentucky. If they go colder from 3 points.
Okay, who's your player of the year? Robinson or Davis today?
He's going to still be my player of the year.
There's nobody that affects a game just by walking into the arena in college basketball.
Those are the two most dominant players. Syracuse doesn't have that one guy.
Syracuse has a team.
They have a team, yeah. They don't have that one guy, which I'm glad for because I think that's going to be.
But with Davis, with the core that Kentucky has, if Davis is on the court, it's tough to beat.
$21 million goes to the Pac-10.
The Pac-10 and the Big Ten.
Pac-12.
Pac-12. They give $21 million a year to each member school. The SEC is a record this year at $19.5 million.
Nice.
But they have 2 new schools coming in.
Nice.
Because they got to split money with Texas A&M and Missouri.
Give me your, kind of quick here, D-Huff, give me your top 4 teams right now in college basketball, in your opinion.
Kentucky, Syracuse, Michigan State, and I don't like Kansas.
So then, who's
Missouri?
Do you want to take Missouri?
And then
the only place we disagree there is the Kansas right now.
My long shot.
Bill Self's got them playing well, and Kansas is always there. They've got huge fan support in there.
Of course, they're like Kentucky.
They're in the middle of nowhere, just like Kentucky. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's not hanging around. So they have huge fan support out there.
Who's your sleeper team right now? Of all the like mid-major teams.
I think
Murray State, Wichita State,
no.
BYU,
I don't think
San
any
Diego
of those
State.
teams. I think it's going to be somebody like an Ohio State.
They're not really. That's a top team.
So yeah,
they were ranked third 2 weeks ago. I'm talking like one of those. George Mason.
I'll make that decision when we get closer to the tournament.
I'll tell you right now, it's the Shockers, Wichita State. They're tearing everybody up.
D-Huff is calling.
It's a sleeper.
Okay.
I'll
give you my sleeper closer to time when they have the brackets and this and that, and see how they're going to go.
Animal Kingdom.
Brutal. He killed.
Talking about sleepers last year.
There you go. He was in the Derby last year. Won the Derby last year.
But comes out and
he comes out.
Throttles
it was $100,000. Like I said, it was $100,000 race. But he came from off the pace and handled business professionally in hand. He gave him a little shake and gone. So he's looking impressive. He is a 4-year-old, so he's not on the big Derby trail.
He's on the Stephen Foster trail.
Possibly. Stephen Foster's, I believe, a fall event.
Summer.
It's the end of summer. It's the end of summer is the meet. So,
at Churchill, at the old bounce.
The next week I'll be down at the Fountain of Youth in Gulfstream Park.
Hopefully we find it. Bring some back.
I'll bring some. Can you smell it? Or do you drink it? Do you taste it?
If you bring it back, this goes away.
They say there's good
Bring
water.
the Fountain of Youth. This will go away.
Whoa. You gonna do something about that? Or?
Yeah, I'm squatchy. I'm feeling squatchy, man.
Let's go on to some NFL news. I got to get packed and get the hell out of here. Get down to Florida.
All right, NFL news. Mike
What's
Wallace?
going on, Pittsburgh? What's going on, man? You want to get rid of everybody? Mendenhall?
Mendenhall's out for an injury.
Hines Ward's not coming back. You're not going to pay to Mike Wallace's contract.
How can you let Mike Wallace go if you're going to let Hines Ward go? You have nobody to throw to. No wonder Todd Haley's not going to have a good offense next year. You're getting rid of everybody.
I can't take it.
On another note, Stevie Johnson, UK player.
He's not
UK player. He's gone.
He wants Bills. He wants big money.
Somebody will give him big money.
Somebody will give him big money.
You know who I think? Maybe the Steelers get Stevie Johnson.
No.
Yeah?
No.
If Mike Wallace goes away.
No. Mike Tomlin is not going to get Stevie Johnson. He knows he's a head case. Mike Wallace is not a head case. He's not getting him.
All right,
I promise.
We'll
there's
see.
There's a team in Pittsburgh, but do you know what I heard just?
Talking about non-head cases. The brain. The cranium guy.
Leader, Mr. Football.
Mr. Football.
The ultimate quarterback.
In Indiana.
Up in Indiana. But I heard a whisper. I heard a whisper about him going to Birdland.
It's all fake.
Birdland.
Birdland.
You know what I'm talking about?
The Seahawks.
With Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. They don't have any receivers, but still.
They had decent receivers.
Just a whisper.
They don't have anybody to throw the ball, so how do you know how good the receivers are?
Just a whisper. That's all. Just a whisper of the Peyton Manning come. So we'll see what happens.
Think about this.
Anyway.
Who is all the receivers for the Colts if Manning isn't there? Look at this year. You wouldn't even have known.
I never thought that.
You wouldn't have known who Reggie Wayne is. He wouldn't have got the passes.
We'll talk about that another time, but no disrespect to Reggie Wayne or Marvin Harrison. I never really did think that either one of them were.
But look at the careers they had because of it.
Because of Peyton Manning. No, I mean,
so some of those young Seahawks receivers.
It's still not the best fit for Peyton Manning. He should go to Arizona. Arizona would be perfect for him.
Miami would be perfect for him.
No, yeah. You're just biased because you don't. Miami hasn't had a quarterback for years.
Exactly.
So you
want. And they got
a
pretty good defense, and they got Reggie Bush in the backfield who stayed healthy, and he's got receivers that he could really throw to in Miami.
All right, buddy. Well, I've got to get packed, so we're going to wrap it up here for today. I wanted to thank you all for joining the Huff and Nasty Show.
Make sure to like,
look right below you here on YouTube. Like and share us. Comment. Tell us you think we're a bunch of dipshits. We're both idiots.
We'd love to know.
It doesn't matter. That's actually good for us. So.
Always trying to improve the show. Tell us what you think.
Well, there we go. There we go. Anyway, Huff, we're going to not be doing the show for a couple of weeks because I'm going to be down in Palm Tree Land.
That means I got free time.
You got free time. Nobody wants to know what you're doing when you have free time.
It doesn't involve a thong.
Oh, contrary to me.
Shea butter. Have a great couple weeks, everybody.
Enjoy your week.
We'll be back soon. Later, lady.